had been forecasted all week, and when it finally arrived, it didn't disappoint. Sheets of water cascaded from the heavens, drumming against the windows with a rhythmic urgency. The streetlights outside glowed in soft halos, refracted through the endless raindrops. Inside our tiny apartment, it was warm and cozy, the perfect contrast to the storm outside. The faint hum of jazz played from the old record player in the corner, its crackling notes blending seamlessly with the sound of the rain. I glanced over at him, sitting cross-legged on the couch, his dark hair slightly tousled and his glasses slipping down his nose as he flipped through a book. "Do you ever stop looking perfect?" I teased, leaning against the doorway to the kitchen. He looked up, a boyish grin spreading across his face. "You're biased," he said, setting the book down, "but I'll take it." I laughed, walking over to him. I sank into the couch beside him, tucking my legs beneath me. He immediately reached for me, his arm pulling me close. I rested my head against his chest, listening to the steady rhythm of his heartbeat. "You know," I said, tracing circles on his arm, "nights like these make me think we're in some old romantic movie. All we're missing is the dramatic kiss in the rain." He chuckled, a deep, rich sound that made my heart flutter. "We could fix that," he said, his voice playful, "but I think I like this better." We stayed like that for a while, the world outside fading into nothing but the sound of the storm. Time felt irrelevant when I was with him, each moment stretching into something infinite. "I have an idea," he said suddenly, pulling away slightly. "What?" I asked, looking up at him. "Let's go outside." I raised an eyebrow. "In the rain? Why not?" His eyes sparkled with mischief, and I knew there was no way I could say no. I shook my head, laughing as he grabbed my hand and pulled me to my feet. "You're impossible," I said, but the truth was, I loved this about him, the way he could make even the simplest moments feel like an adventure. We grabbed our coats and dashed outside, the cold rain immediately soaking through the fabric. I shrieked, the shock of it sending a shiver down my spine. But he just laughed, spinning me around as if we were dancing. "See," he said, his voice carrying over the rain. "Isn't this fun?" I couldn't help but laugh, the sound blending with the rain. It was fun, in a way that only he could make it. We ran down the empty street, the rain soaking our clothes and plastering our hair to our faces. He pulled me close under the soft glow of a street lamp, his hands warm against my cold cheeks. "You're ridiculous," I said, my breath visible in the cool air. "And you love it," he replied, his voice soft. He wasn't wrong. He leaned down, his lips capturing mine in a kiss that made me forget the cold, the rain, everything but him. It was one of those movie-perfect moments, the kind that feels too good to be real. But it was real, and it was ours. When we finally pulled away, I rested my forehead against his, my heart pounding in my chest. "I don't think I'll ever get tired of you," I whispered. "Good," he said, his arms wrapping around me, "because I'm not going anywhere." We walked back to the apartment hand in hand, the rain still falling, but somehow feeling less intrusive now. Inside, we peeled off our wet clothes and wrapped ourselves in warm blankets, huddling together on the couch. "I told you it would be fun," he said, his voice muffled against my hair. Okay, you were right, I admitted, smiling. The rain continued to fall outside, but it didn't matter. All that mattered was this moment, this night, and the person beside me, because with him, even the rain felt like a gift.